Hello everyone from Adventure in Tech. I hope you guys are doing okay. So today we'll be doing the comparison between the Tab S9 Ultra and the Tab S10 Ultra. You guys can see which one is S10 Ultra. Obviously on the left we have the S10 Ultra because of this anti-reflective coating over here. So before starting the test, I would like to just go through the specs of these both tablets. So design wise, these are very similar, or you can say identical tablets in most of the aspects. So if we talk about the dimensions of these ones, so S10 Ultra is 326.4 by 208.6 by 5.4 millimeter in thickness, and the Tab S9 Ultra is 326.4 into 208.6 into 5.5 millimeter in thickness. So very identical. A little bit more thickness you're getting on the S9 Ultra. So yeah, but you wouldn't find any kind of difference like 0.1 millimeter, like it's very negligible kind of difference. So if we talk about the weight, so on the S10 Ultra we're just getting significantly lighter weight than what we have on the S9 Ultra tablet, and the S10 Ultra is around 718 grams. However, the S9 Ultra is 732 grams. And that I felt a little bit once I just hold side by side the S10 Ultra. So I find this one a little bit lighter in hands than what you have on the weight on the S9 Ultra, which is a good thing. And I was just trying to recognize why this tablet is so light. But yeah, it is lighter than the S9 Ultra, yet it is very heavy to just make it use as a one-handed usage. So yeah, if we talk about the build quality over here, so we see the glass front on the S10 Ultra with aluminum frame at the back and on the sides. And if you talk about the S9 Ultra, so here we also have the glass front with aluminum frame at the back and on the sides, and both support IPCC dust and water resistance of 1.5 meter for 30 minutes, and both have the same stylus with 2.8 millisecond of latency. And however, the Samsung claims like on the S10 Ultra it is like an enhanced armor, aluminum armor, which I'm not sure, like obviously it's lighter weight, but yeah, in terms of the stiffness, like once it falls down and like nothing happens to the device, is kind of a different thing. And yeah, so on the S10 Ultra we are seeing the dynamic AMOLED 2x 120Hz HDR10 plus display. On the S9 Ultra we're also going to see here dynamic AMOLED 2x 120Hz HDR10 plus display. So very similar displays you are seeing on both devices, or you can say these are practically like same exactly same screen that you're getting on both devices, with 14.6 inches in size and 90.7% screen to body ratio, like exactly same body ratio. You're just getting 1848 into 2960 pixels on both, and 16:10 aspect ratio for the both. Even the pixel density is exactly same, which is 239 ppi. And if you talk about the chipset, so here we're just getting the different one. I'm not sure why Samsung didn't went with the Snapdragon 8 Elite on the S10 Ultra tablet. That would be just like a blast if they would have introduced that chipset in here. But yeah, so Samsung went with the MediaTek Dimensity 9300 Plus, which is a 4nm chipset. Over here on the S9 Ultra, you're just getting the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which is also a 4nm chipset. Both are octa-cores. On the S10 Ultra, you're seeing 1 into 3.4 GHz Cortex-A4 and 3 into 2.8 GHz Cortex-X4 and 4 into 2 GHz Cortex-A720. On the S9 Ultra side, you're just getting 1 into 3.36 GHz Cortex-X3 and 2 into 2.8 GHz Cortex-A715 and 2 into 2.8 GHz Cortex-A710 and 3 into 2 GHz Cortex-A510. Here we're just getting Immortalis G720 MC12 GPU on the S10 Ultra. On the S9 Ultra, we're just getting Adreno 740. Both support the micro SD card slot, which is a good thing, and both have the similar storage options. So 256 gigs with 512 gigs, bundle up with 12 gigs of RAM. If you're just opting for the 1 TB version, so both are bundled up with the 16 gigs of RAM, and both are the UFS camera system is almost like it is same, actually exactly same, like 30 megapixel on the back, which is wide on both, and 8 megapixel ultra wide on both, and both have the LED flash and HDR, and both support 4K at up to 30 FPS. If you talk about the front dual camera, so these are also exactly same, like even the notch is even same on these both devices. So yeah, so the camera on the front, you can see 12 megapixel wide on both, and the 12 megapixel ultra wide as a second camera on the front. Both are HDR and both support 4K at up to 30 FPS. And if we talk about the speakers, so both have like 4 speakers, and obviously those are the serious speakers. Both are tuned by AKG. If you talk about the fingerprint sensor, so both have the under display optical fingerprint sensor. And if you talk about the battery size, so both have the 11,200 mAh of battery with 45 watts of wired charging. So pretty exactly same, like I couldn't find any kind of difference. It's besides, like there are some, and we'll just go throughout in the video later and just I'll explain you what differences are there. So for the color, you'll get to see over the moonstone gray and the platinum silver. On here, you're just getting S9 Ultra beige and graphite color. So yeah, let's talk about the design language on these tablets. So design language on these tablets are exactly same. Like even if you're just keeping this one side by side, you can't find any different in terms of the dimension of these both tablets. So yeah, if you talk about the design of these ones, so you can see like there is the power button on the right side, and there's volume up and down. We have 2 noise cancellation mics over here. We have the one SD card slot over here on the S10 Ultra. If we come to down, so we have over here 2 speakers, one here, and one Type-C charging port. And if you're just coming down over here, so we have like 2 mounting points and one magnetic connector over here to connect your cases. If you talk about the top, so we have like 2 speakers over here with 1 mic. And on the back, if we come, so we can see very similar design language over here, which is like the camera. You can see dual camera layout at the back with the pencil attached with a magnetic connector on the back. The finish itself is very much similar to what you're getting on the S9 Ultra. Like I can't find any difference. Obviously, like it feels a little bit lighter than what you get to see on the S9 Ultra. And so here is the S9 Ultra tablet. So design wise, pretty much similar as already mentioned. On the top, if we come, so we have one power button, we have volume up and down, we have 2 mics for noise cancellation, we have 1 SD card slot. If we come down, so we have the 2 speakers over here, one here, and then one we have the Type-C charging port. If we come on to the other side, so we have like 2 mounting points and 1 connector for connecting your case. If we come to the top, so we have 2 speakers and 1 mic over here. And yeah, the design language is pretty similar, like it's exactly same. However, yeah, after seeing the S9 Ultra from the back, so you can see that we have dual camera over here with LED flash. We have same magnetic connector over here that you can see for the S Pen and the charging point. And I'm just seeing here like the sound by AKG, which I couldn't find on the I think so on the S10 Ultra tablet. So it doesn't say over here like the tuned by AKG, so not sure like if that's actually tuned speakers by AKG on the S10 Ultra tablet. And here you can see like it's mentioned over here tuned sound by AKG, like it has been like imprint over here on the S9 Ultra. And obviously, like after like opening my back case, I can just say that the stealthy look on the S9 Ultra looks much better than what we get to see on the S10 Ultra tablet. Yeah, so these are pretty similar, or you can say exactly same tablets in terms of the design. Like you won't find any kind of difference. We have mounted the S9 Ultra case on the S10 Ultra, the back cover, and we just see how this one connects. So yeah, it's exactly like same. You're just you can just clearly like mount your S9 Ultra case on the S10 Ultra tablet, and it's like a perfect fit. Like you won't have any sort of issue. Even the pencil case, like it's perfect over here, and the magnets all are working over here perfectly and very strongly being connected onto this device. So yeah, so you guys can like use the cases. So these are cross compatible. I have just mentioned this one earlier in my other video as well. So these are like exactly same tablets. Now I have just increased the brightness to the maximum to see if you guys can notice any difference in these both tablets colors. Yeah, but I couldn't find any sort of difference in terms of how the colors are popping up on these both tablets. We'll be just testing out like if the S10 Ultra pencil works with the S9 Ultra tablet, and yeah, it's perfectly working fine. So these tablets, like if you're just having the accessories from the S9 Ultra, you can just use it with the S10 Ultra. So you don't have to just buy another case for with your S10 Ultra if you have this one. We just try the button as well if that's working. Yeah, so everything is working. The button is working. The pencil is perfectly fine. Now we just check if the S9 Ultra tablet pencil works with the S10 Ultra. So we'll go ahead and check that one. And yeah, it does work perfectly fine. Like there's no issue. So we just check out the button over here if that works. And yeah, it perfectly works with it. And we just have a notice like the color difference over here you're just getting. These are exactly same pencils. I couldn't find any kind of difference. The buttons are placed on the same spot. On the back you have the same mounting point. You have the Samsung mention as is on both, except the color. There's no any difference with both of these pencils, which is a good thing. Like if you're just upgrading from S9 Ultra to S10 Ultra, so you don't have to buy like new cases. Even the pencils are compatible with each other. So if you just lost your one pencil, you can take out your S9 Ultra pencil to use it with your S10 Ultra tablet. So yeah, so practically like if we talk about, so like these tablets are exactly same. So we'll be running a 4K video on both of the devices to check how the colors pops out of, if any difference you guys can find on this one. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and play one 4K video. So 1, 2, 3, go. So like initially like it's very hard to find any kind of difference because these are essentially the same screens. You guys can let me know like which one feels better, like in case if you guys feel that. These obviously really great displays on both of these devices, as can be seen, and you can just utilize maximum of your screen because of the aspect ratio on these tablets are really great. So these are best for viewing videos, or if you're just working anything, or if you're just doing the multitasking on both of these devices. So yeah, these tablets would be really great in terms of that one. And obviously these have the enough power to just if you want to do some graphic intensive tasks, let's say for example you're just video rendering or anything, so you will just get more real estate of a screen to just work with. Yeah, so this was like the video test on this one, and I couldn't find any sort of difference in between both in terms of the video. Now the thing is that like I will be just running some tests like in my upcoming video on these one speed tests, and we know like how these devices are different with each other in terms of the performance, because on the S9 Ultra we're just getting to see the MediaTek 9300 plus Dimensity chip, and over here you're just on the S9 Ultra seeing the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, and both have the different GPUs. So yeah, we have to compare the via the speed test, like which one is better in terms of the performance. However, there has to be some or a lot of improvements on the S10 Ultra tablet. But does it worth the upgrade, like in terms of the price difference, or you have to just pay extra cash on the S10 Ultra? So is it worth it? So you guys can be the judge after I just make that video. And for the timing, I could say, like initially for me, like it's very hard to notice like any difference in terms of the design language, or you can say the display quality, or the any sort of aspect, like if you're just using this one practically. So I was just unable to find any sort of difference in terms of, like, obviously the S10 Ultra has a greater advantage over here that you're just getting this anti-reflective coating, which is very helpful in terms of retaining the colors. Like in terms of the anti-reflective coating, like this is a game changer in terms of, like, once you're just upgrading from the S9 Ultra tablet to S10 Ultra tablet. But yeah, if you want to save some bucks, like if I would be the person, so I might use the translucent protector on top of the S9 Ultra. I'm not that much bothered with the reflections. However, in some cases we are bothered with that one. But yeah, you have an option to just change the translucent to translucent screen protector, and you can save a lot of bucks, like by keeping the S9 Ultra tablet. And besides that, like one thing I noticed, like the speakers over here are tuned by AKG as mentioned at the back, but here I couldn't find the logo. And besides that, like if you guys know, like if these are actually tuned by AKG, you guys can let me know on the S10 Ultra tablet. And yeah, and the speakers layout, the Type-C charging port, the wire charging, like the battery itself, like everything is very similar in terms of the usage. You won't find any different in terms of as an average user. So yeah, if you just want best of the best, I would just recommend, like, you guys can upgrade to S10 Ultra tablet if you want that. But yeah, if you're just an average user and you're the one who just uses the tablet like a couple of years, like me, because I'm just using the, once I buy the tablet, so I just keep using it for a couple of years before I just find a need to change. And in this case, like, I don't find, to be honest, any sort of upgrade, like a significant upgrade that justifies to pay that price to get the S10 Ultra from S9 Ultra. Yeah, but we'll be just doing the speed test, and you guys will have further better idea, like whether you should guys be upgrading to S10 Ultra or not. So yeah, that was my quick comparison between the S10 Ultra tablet and the S9 Ultra tablet. And if you guys have any sort of questions, you can just let me know down in the comments, and I'll just try to answer those. And please like, share and subscribe, so that will be just helpful for the channel. And thank you for watching again. Have a good day. Bye.